Spider-Man gets attacked all the time.
This isn't about you. This is about me.
Mary Jane 2 is one of the best games so far on the PS5. Insomniac Studios has done the impossible and actually made a fun, engaging, and yet still capable female character. No other video game has done that. Now, I know there's a lot of people that disagree with me. They despise her character, calling her a lot of rude and nasty names such as fake ass bitch. But I believe these people don't get it. I think they fail to understand the nuances and the complexities of Mary Jane Watson. You see, in our modern state of gaming, it is not very popular to try out new things. Over the years, developers have learned that all you gotta do is release the same game over and over again and people will still buy it. But instead of following the trends, Brainiac Studios took this opportunity to trick the fanbase, subverting all of our expectations by not only giving us Spider-Man 2, but also giving us Man 2, which was actually a genius idea because it immerses the player more into the life of Spider-Man. Because Spider-Man is more than just a superhero swinging around fighting bad guys. These small and minute details build up and make a more realistic and believable world. And it also gives more variety to the gameplay instead of just swinging around fighting the same two enemies. And they decided to take this a step further by adding the MJ missions alongside, because that is what everybody asked for. For everybody that's saying the MJ missions are not fun, they simply don't know what they're talking about. I'm sorry. First of all, the MJ missions in Spider-Man 2 are way better than the ones in Spider-Man 1 because she trained with Silver Surfer and she has a gun now. The stealth sections are a breath of fresh air now because the enemies are smarter and give you more of a challenge.
Let go! Oh no. Where did she go?
Honestly, I feel like people should stop complaining about the MJ missions. Sure, her gameplay sections may be the green beans to the meat and potatoes, but at least she's original. This dude Miles Morales went from copying MJ missions to copying Spider-Man missions. But I don't hear nobody getting on Miles Morales' case for that. At least MJ decided to do her own thing, which actually made her more unique as our only female protagonist. This is why Spider-Man 2 is better than Arkham City. In Arkham City, you play as Catwoman, who is not unique at all because all she does is beat up bad guys just like Batman. And she's also not a good role model like MJ. I would not want my daughter to end up like Catwoman. She's a thief, a criminal, and a slut, kissing every single Arkham thug known to man. You don't see MJ kissing up her enemies. If Rockstar Games was smart, they would have had us play as the Oracle instead, sitting down on the back computer, doing puzzles all day, finding answers for the Batman. You see, this is why Suicide Squad is gonna suck. It sincerely breaks my heart that one of the best written characters in this game is one of the most disliked amongst the community, especially compared to our two main characters. Peter Parker in this game is just Spider-Man 3 all over again, doing the same overused symbiote storyline except with an anti-venom twist. Mr. Morales isn't any better with his typical predictable revenge storyline, copying off of The Last of Us 2 where he forgives his enemy at the very end. At least they decided to give her more depth to her character and more motivations outside of Peter Parker, making her her own person and stopping her from being a two-dimensional love interest. If you think about it, she is the real superhero here because she has been single-handedly holding together this unstable ass relationship, neglecting all of her needs and all of her personal wants just so Peter can be happy.
I write words I don't believe in for a man I despise, so you can be happy.
She wrote an article dissing Spider-Man to make Spider-Man happy. This is why MJ is the best character. You see, MJ is like Odin in a way. You start off the stories thinking that this is their motivation until later on their true intentions are revealed. She is very selfless at face value. She becomes an author to pursue knowledge and pursue the truth, to spread the word and help other people. And this selfless nature is also the reason why she takes on the burden of Peter Parker paying off his mortgage. But then later on, it is revealed that all of these selfless acts stem from a selfish reason, because she wants to feel validated. She wants to be acknowledged. She wants to feel important. These two sides of MJ are constantly at war with each other, which eventually leads her to sacrifice everything that she stood for in order to maintain a place of power. How many times have we seen this happen in politics? Not only does MJ shines light on the flaws of the individual with the symbiote, she also shows the flaws of the system. Peter and Miles is not doing this type of shit, bro. This is why the symbiote is a
blessing in disguise, because when she turned to the screen, it revealed what she was really doing all of this stuff for, and it also reminded her why she became an author. Why did she take up the Daily Bugle job in the first place? It was to make a change. So for everybody hating on MJ, I plead for you not to hate on her anymore, but to take inspiration from her and her story. Because despite living in a world full of superheroes and supervillains, she still somehow finds a way to slither in her dumbass story inside the fucking game. MJ is terrible. First of all, how are you gonna have the audacity to disrespect the great J. Jonah Jameson when he was the one who gave you a job, gave you a platform to speak on, even when your shit was selling 14 copies? He saw your potential and was generous enough to give you an opportunity, but you spat on it talking about some
Jonah? Kiss my ass. I quit.
what ass? There's nothing there. This is the worst character and I hate everything about her.